Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and they play some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this Big Red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the UCLA Bruins taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Nebraska's offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese, and it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bruins!
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score UCLA 7, Nebraska 0.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fidel. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Carry by the Riders. Pickup of 2. 2nd down coming up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down. Got to have success, but to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
The Huskers are flying down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Cornhuskers are threatening on 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll go to the air. It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Husker!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So UCLA's offense will go to work for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that, a cornerback, that could do that in a game like this. But this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
And the Bruins are in the hurry-up. To the ground with the back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, in the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
Catch in the middle, it's Flores. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. To the air, it's Garbers. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
At the 11-yard line. Second down coming up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Now the play fake. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
Well, it's third and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on fourth down.
The Huskers line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Here's a return from midfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Going up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Caught in the backfield, it's Harden. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play, but understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, and getting him on the ground.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quick strike complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
They go to the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Wants to throw. It's Garbers. Using the quick game. Stopped after making the catch. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
On third down, going up top. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, UCLA!
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to advance on the football.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running behind that left side. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Trying to get to it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
I don't hate the play call there on third and short either because you try to catch them off guard. Third and short on your own side of the 50. It's not there. Throw it away. Now, if you want to go for it now and run it, now's the time to do it on fourth down.
And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And the Bruins want to move quickly. He's back to throw on second down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
Looking down the middle. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike, Rozier, Roger, Craig. I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Second down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
That's caught. It's Nair. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Loses 2. Brings up 3rd down.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To the air on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. The Bruins will hustle to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Dances away from the heat. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's going for it all. Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Bruins! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick off.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Fedot. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They'll run play action. He's going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. He's got his man. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sturdivant. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
2nd down after that incompletion. Back to pass, it's Garbers. Fires the pass, intercepted. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
That is the score. Nebraska 24, UCLA 21.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Lincoln. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Cornhuskers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The Bruins want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. To the air. It's Garbers. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Got it behind the line. It's Flores. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect third down and long execution by this defense.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying play action. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Raiola. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
The Huskers will line up to punt it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He makes the catch inside the 25. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. He'll start this drive firing. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
This offense has a 2nd down play. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, UCLA! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
Set to kick this one off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. It's a draw. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Picks up 3. Third down coming up.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. To the air, it's Raiola. Got his man quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Fedone. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. They'll go to the ground. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Second down coming up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Gets it out quickly. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch.
I love when they sneak a big fella out of the backfield. You know, usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action, slide him, give him the rock.
The Cornhuskers have moved it inside the 20. On second down, they'll take to the air. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Husker! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets him for 6.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick it away.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Lofts one high and deep. Snags it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. They try to pop a run on the draw. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. 4th quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gets it out fast. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Off play action on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Wide out in motion. The play action fake. Makes the grab. It's Fedot. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. On the move. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D, all 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
From the gun, running back on the move. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Garbers. Trying to burn this defensive back. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They're licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
The Bruins decide to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Running back goes in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Game 2. Second down coming up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Brings up third down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Got room on the return. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bruins.
UCLA.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
That makes the score UCLA 38, Nebraska 31.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, the design QB run is now a staple play in college football, and it's because they get more blockers involved. And when you got athletes like this playing the quarterback position, it's a no-brainer. Just let him go do work. You saw it on that play.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the running back. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. They're trying to get to it. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He's going to pass. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. To throw, it's Raiola. Got his man quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Caught in the backfield. It's Nair. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other side. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
That's why this guy's a good, strong safety. You've got to be able to affect the running game. You've got to be able to play in the box close to the line of scrimmage and make tackles. That time, good stop on the fullback.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On second down, looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. Into the end zone. He's got it. No time left on the clock, and they're down by 1. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown.